We've normalized the practice of children attacking their parents. I mean, look at the 10 Commandments. Honor thy father and thy mother. That's been totally severed from the system. Now people are becoming dependent on the state. I got to tell you another quick one before we go to the next segment. I once hired somebody, college graduate, never had a job. They were completely dependent and useless. And I was shocked by this. And what I discovered after talking to my buddy who owned a business is kids who go to college, their parents aren't around all the time. They then go to school where the teacher tells them what to do. Go to high school, teacher tells them what to do. Go to college, professor tells them what to do, and they do it. They've never solved a problem on their own. I mean, certainly to a certain degree they have, but not like a regular human who grew up on their own. Now they're in their mid-20s, they get a job and they go, I have no idea what to do. I've always just been told what to do. And I'm like,
they never learned any functional skills or anything.
Critical thinking.
No critical thinking, no adversity, no overcoming obstacles, none of that. They're completely dependent, and as soon as they're put in an uncomfortable situation, they revert back to, I want comfort.
Yep. How did you bypass all that stuff in school? You went to college? Did you graduate?
I went to Georgetown Business.
What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 19. I graduated undergraduate in 19, and then I went to Syracuse graduate school.
Was it nasty while you were there? Was it cool? Was it like you had to defend yourself against the weird stuff?
Oh, I kept my political beliefs very much close to the vest when I was at Georgetown. I actually was more of a sports guy back then, and it took quite a bit of courage to be like, yeah, I'm MAGA. I'm proud about it too. But I do believe that good parenting really is the bedrock of society. Parents being around specifically when kids are younger, because you don't get that a lot nowadays. A lot of women are taught, specifically in college, that self-actualization means, well, you need to go and work for a massive corporation in New York City and work tons of hours, 60 to 80-hour weeks, and starting a family isn't necessarily the thing in your best interest. And even we're taught that, and I think it's such a shame that that's the reality, because I think actual self-actualization is starting a healthy family, being around with your kids. That's what's going to give you the most rewarding experiences, and being around will help exactly what you're talking about, Tim, instill that strong moral foundation that helps you avert the I hate you dad phase.
I feel like the kids hating their parents phase is a product of modern society and governance and culture. Because certainly if you look back at history, yeah, there are kids who rebelled against their parents for sure, but not like the way we watch it on TV and movies today, where the kid goes out, gets drunk, crashes a car, and then doesn't tell their parents, or hates their parents, or even kills their parents in some circumstances.
I had my parents told me when I was really young, you can tell us anything. That was when I was really little. So I was like, okay. So I tested it. I did it. And they never lost it. So I would get punished if I did something bad and tell them. They'd be like, all right, well, here's the consequences. But I would still tell them, and I'd still tell them. And then they wouldn't let me. Part of the reason why I still stayed connected with them is because they wouldn't let me devolve into television video games. They'd make me go outside and play. They'd make me hang out with the family and talk to them. They would make me come home by 9 o'clock. They wouldn't let me go out. I never started drinking. I just, my entertainment was video games instead of drinking, because I was at home and there was nowhere to go drink. So those tactics helped a lot in building trust between me and them.